All right, hi, this is Anakin, and welcome to part 3 of Railway Empire 2 High Voltage DLC Scenario 2 called Power to the People. We are in the process of growing our, what is basically a 5-city cluster here around Lake Geneva. And as expected, the growth is coming from the inside out, from the middle out, the way we've designed it. We have warehouses in each of the cities, and the warehouses take the 6 basic raw materials that the cities need. And we have all those things plugged in various places. We have, you can see, we have veggies and grain and milk coming in here to Lausanne, and we have pears coming into Lausanne, as well as the cattle for the meat industry. We have sugar coming into Nyon. We have grain and wood coming into Geneva over here. We have some more wood coming into Vivi over here. We have sugar coming into a warehouse in Eigel on this end. And all these are set up so that all those goods can be shared amongst all of our cities. And we should see something like, let's just take a look at this guy right here who doesn't have a warehouse. Oh, I think that's where we left off. Okay, we're going to put a warehouse here. And we were going to put in that warehouse. This is one of those, we don't need all the goods. We only need the ones that are going to come into the city here. But that's okay because it's on the end, right? But that's okay. We'll just mark them all. What is that down there? Oh, cool. Got a little castle here. Doesn't say what it is, but a little castle out on a little island with the walkway and no doubt a drawbridge here. Nice. Or a gate, rather. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so now we were going to do some optimization. We put mountain cheese in Lausanne. We put, look at this, more mountain cheese. Crap. We put textiles here. Clothing was placed here, which is great. Now this one is wrong. We don't want that. The beer we do want. We don't want this guy here with the mountain cheese. He doesn't need to be redundant to this one. So what we'd like to have there instead, let's just look at our list. Right after cloth and clothing would be cheese fondue. And cheese fondue would make a lot of sense to have right there. And so, because it just takes the mountain cheese. So we're going to buy that mountain cheese factory before it makes any money. 1.1 million. Let's look at our money. We could do 2.71 million in bonds. We can actually get another big bond. Can we close that one? Why don't we close this one and then get a bigger bond, and we'll just be paying off 2. That shouldn't be too bad. I think we can do it right now. No, 120. We need 20,000 up here. There we go, and close this guy. Now we can have a $3,000 bond, and we're just paying off 2 of them at a time. That's kind of a sane way to do this. All right, let's go to the Mountain Cheese Factory and buy it. Don't expect our competitor to outbid us. And then we're going to knock it down, of course. What else would you do with the factory you purchased? And we'll put in cheese fondue out here. Okay, now we got a proper industry there. That takes us up to cheese fondue, and I've got to figure out what's going on right here. Signals, not a signal problem. What is it? What is your problem? Oh, last tour. That's okay. Last tour without anything. That's okay. That's okay. That just means there's nothing for this little line here is 2 that don't have a whole lot. Now Eigel, you would think Eigel would want some wood, and there's 9 on the way to it. And we look over here. In that warehouse, there's some coming in. And it's probably, if we look at the loads, yeah, see, this is for Aigle and Lausanne, okay? But there's not enough to make a full load. Interesting. That's okay. We don't need to buy stuff around Bern just yet. We need to focus where we are. Neon is growing nicely. You can see, again, the growth is spreading out this way. Here we go. Now Geneva's starting to grow. And we should fairly soon see Aigle starting to grow. Yeah, see, it's on the cusp right now. Needs some meat. Oh. All right, now, we don't have city-to-city lines for the freight because now the way we're set up, the meat and the cheese can go to Vivi and the cloth can come back. But that's the only, and the cloth can go to Aigle and the clothes can come back. But the meat can't go anywhere besides these two cities, right? We want it to go to more places. So what we're going to do is set up one train that is a freight train that goes to Aigle out of Lausanne. And, okay. And then we're going to set up one train that is a freight train going out of Lausanne to Geneva. Okay, and then we're going to rename this because I noticed I haven't done that. Geneva Freight West. Okay, and I can't remember. Yeah, we did. Okay. I've got to do a quick check since this is coming back. I need to see if there's any movement toward more. Yes, Sierre can now take an immigration office. Blatten can take an immigration office because we're getting growth. This is actually already a university. It's already up to 108,000. Okay. Okay, so good. Let's look at the industries again. Let's see. We've got cloth. Okay, so what will happen here? The meat will go down here, and eventually the cloth. Will we need cloth already? Clothing. We're not quite there for Lausanne to take clothing, but when we are, that train can start bringing it back. And I guess the other thing we should probably do on these lines, we really should say, like the one that's going to, like skipping a line, like the one that's going to Aigle, right? We probably should prioritize the manufactured products like this and this. And then coming back, we should prioritize that so that they're not just hauling freight back and forth. The freight needs to move, but we already have trains set up to do that, the raw materials. But the main purpose for this extra train is to move the manufactured goods. And also, if we're going to skip a line, we want to have a nice bypass. I think the easiest way to build a bypass is to bypass like this on the inside right through the city and through the city like that and like so. So now that train will not have to worry about the Vivi freight station. It can just go to Aigle rather. And then we're probably going to want to bypass here. And I think these two, I put these two really close together. Well, I don't know. We might be able to get in there. Let's just find out. Let's go like this. Yeah, no problem. And like that. And then come back like that. And the other place where you might want to bypass would be at Lausanne. So we can do the same thing here. We can just Say, come off of this. Ew, this is a little crowded. I don't know if we're going to fit through here, but we might. I think so. Like this. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. All right. So those 3 inside cities are the only ones we would need to bypass, so we're set on that. All right, cool. Okay. We did the fondue. Now liquor will be next. I mean, this would be a great place for liquor. Well, we need cheese and herbs. Mediocre place. Oh, and the other thing we need to do, we need to get this going down here, right? Absolutely need that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and expand this guy and run track out like this and up to here. And we'll put repairs out here. Connect into that. And then run this up there like that. And double track. Huh. Still, it's so weird. All right, and then this line here, the one with the logs, it doesn't need to be running on the official freight line. So I'm going to let this. I think, yeah, here's a load of logs coming in. We'll stop it after it gets in there. And by official freight line, I mean the city-to-city line. Oh, and need to have a 2 wide here, and we need to expand the track. Well, what we need to do really is we'll knock that down. Now he's coming down. Let's have this line come in like this. Let's have it come in to its own line like this, and like this. There we go. And come back, double track. Okay, and I did that without what am I doing? What in the world am I doing? 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, the only oh my word. Okay, this is coming up. Can you go off this track? You can do the bypass, but you can't actually go where you want to go, right? So this has got to go again. So when you're coming on the city-to-city line, which is these two, I don't want you to just bypass. I want you to be able to actually go into your station. Right? And we may, if we expand this later, we may have to move that bypass a bit because it's right now it's kind of crowding the track. And now I want this guy to come in and make a nice superhighway of track into there. There we go. Then come off like that and into here. We need another double wide right here. And we need signals on this. Now, the question would be, did we abandon this line right here? No, it has reset. Okay, cool. And it just doesn't need anything at the moment. That's fine. That's lovely. Okay. All right, this is a very small town, very small, decent size. Just reached a little like town status, and our next industry will be in Geneva. And our next industry, I'd like it to be alcohol. So we have alcohol and beer down here, but the alcohol requires this stuff, and we could certainly run it down there. And sugar's nearby. We could make a special sugar line as well. So alcohol can go here. That would be all right. And it is next in line for us. Okay, so now let's see if we can't optimize these. Let's think of this as like level 2 from that video I asked you to watch. Let's think of it as a demand for everything of 1 in these cities. So that would be when you're coming from here. Well, when you're coming from anywhere, you're carrying 6 things plus up to 3. You really have a 9 demand because you're going to be carrying manufactured goods and all this stuff. And so this is saying, like here it's, well, okay, 9. All right. That one error message or warning is telling us that the milk isn't moving to Geneva fast enough, but at the same time, that really means it's not moving to here, right? It's not moving here, and that's what it needs to do. So let's just think of a frequency of 9 for all of our city-to-city lines. So this guy here, so 9 would be a frequency of 9, and we want our Lausanne to Neon line, this guy here, we want it to have a frequency of 9. And it's good. It's actually good. So I want to kind of watch it and see what it does when it comes in here to Lausanne. Let's see if it takes milk. What in the world? You're not working correctly, buddy. Did I pick the right train? Something was screwy there. All right, this line, we want Lausanne freight to Neon freight. That guy. The second train. Oh, I think we just skipped to the second train. So where is it? It's just coming out. Let's go back to the first train. Let's see what the first train does. So he unloads, he goes back empty because he doesn't have anything that needs to go the other way. And he comes up here. Look at all this money we're racking up that I should be spending. But here he comes, and he didn't take any milk. Okay. And this says there's milk for Geneva. I wonder, oh, you know what? You know what's messed this up? Is having that extra train, you know, where we ran a train out of here. I think we should not have trains running from Lausanne freight to Geneva freight. That's just wrong. and we actually have 2 of them because we were trying to get stuff up there. I'm gonna let this one pull in to its there. It took, you can see it take the bypass. That's beautiful. I'm gonna have it run down here, unload, and then we're gonna blow it up. Well, not literally. We're gonna decommission it. All right, that's gone. Now Lausanne to Geneva. This guy here. See it. I'm just gonna blow that up too. It shouldn't be happening. All right. And now I don't know if this warehouse is going to be constantly and forever messed up by that. You know what we can do? We can take the milk off and put it back on. There wasn't any in there for any other place anyway. All right. So we got our 9 here. Let's just double check the line here that goes to Nyon to Geneva. It needs to be a 9 frequency. It is. Okay. And this one over here should be no problem. It's a short line. We even have 2 trains on it. It's no problem. And then this one over here to VV to Eigel is better than 9. So, all right, we're good on the city to city. That looks nice. Now we have to think about if we're trying to get, for example, wood into 5 cities. That's a demand, and we don't have a sawmill. That's a demand of 5, right? So we have a demand of 5, but we're fulfilling it in 2 places. So we really want to kind of have a 3 demand in each place. So 9 times 3, I'm sorry, I don't know where 9 came from. A 3 demand into 56 would be like an 18. So we would like to have an 18 here. Of course, that's an 18. And I would say that this one is easily an 18. Yeah, no problem. We've got enough wood. Grain. Now, grain is different. Grain is a double. Actually, wood is a double too. But we're still good. We're still good. Those are short lines. Grain needs to be 5 times 2 is 10, plus 5 times 2 is 10 for the eventual size of your breweries. So you need to have a 20, and we've got it coming in 2 places. So we kind of need to have them be no, we got it coming in 3 places. Good. So about an 8 each. 8 demand each would be good. 7 times 8 is 56. So a 7 frequency here would be what we'd want, and we've got it. We would want a 7 frequency here. I'm pretty sure we've got it. Yep. And a 7 frequency here. This one might be a little touchy. Yes, it is. We'll put another train on that one. That's a little bit longer haul. Okay, that's grain, that's wood. Veggies would be 10. We're coming out of one place, so we would want a 5 frequency here. Yeah, let's give them another train. Okay. Veggies. Sugar, we're coming in 2 places. We'd want a 10. We're not using sugar for anything else right now, but and we'll treat the special case for the alcohol later. So a 10, we would want a 5 frequency. Actually, let's say a 3 and a 3. So what is your frequency? Wait a minute. I start spitting those numbers out, and sometimes I can't even follow them. Let me start over on that one. Our total demand in our system, the way we're kind of moving it to grow, would be 10 to each city, right? So total of 10. We've got it coming out of 2 places, so we would have a demand of 5 in each place. So a demand of 5 would be a 10 frequency. So we need a 10 frequency on each of these sugar lines. And this one is fine. And this one over here is very short. It's fine. So sugar, milk. Now milk's different because milk, we're now using it for this. So we're going to want, and actually it takes a lot of milk, I think, for this cheese. Yeah, it takes 2 instead of 1. Well, 2 make 2. Okay, that's fine. It's 1 to 1. So we'd have a 10 demand for the cheese, and we'd have a 10 demand for the milk, is a 20 demand, and we've only got milk one place. Milk is a hole in this system. The milk is just not enough. So what did I say? 20 into 56. We need a very high. We need trains here. 20. A 2 frequency. Yeah, we're gonna have to run some trains here to keep moving milk into the system. Because again, this is the only place we get it. All right. This is the only place we get it. I mean, we could consider, in fact, going out and helping it, grabbing milk here, but I think we'll just leave this alone. We'll be okay if one of ours is not perfect. We'll live with it. So that's milk. Pears would be the 10, and the pears are coming out of, looks like, I think only one place. Yep. So we need a 10. So we need a 5 frequency on our pear line. So we really would want a 5 frequency. We got 2 lines doing it. We got 2 trains doing it, but one of them staying busy. So I think we just think about it as the one that's prioritizing the pears. I think it's this one. Yes. It needs a couple of trains. Okay. And then we could look at the meat. The meat is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We would want a 5 frequency on that meat line. So we really would want the one that prioritizes meat, or the cattle rather, to also be a 5 frequency. So there, we just doubled both of those. Okay. And we're not bringing it into the correct place. So what I'd like to do with it is, oh shoot, it's up here, isn't it? I would like to have something that comes down here and comes off the freight city-to-city line, which is what we're running that on. And what we're going to do here is put signals and stuff in there, and then we're going to take these 2 lines. We're going to take this first line and we're going to say, we're going to edit it, and we're going to put that on it and force it up into this set of tracks, the receiving tracks, right? Save that. No, don't save that. What's your problem? 1, 2, 3. Oh. No, that doesn't make any sense. If we send it up to this track, why would it need to go into that other thing to turn around? This should not exist, right? Oh, I know what it is. There. I had the way, I was telling it to go here and then hit that waypoint after you go in here, which makes 0 sense, but now it does. Now it makes sense. Now we're telling it to hit that, go in here, use these set of tracks and come out. So that works great. Then we're going to take this one, we're going to edit it and tell it the same thing. We're going to tell it to take that when you are headed into Lausanne, and that will cause it to take the right set of tracks. And okay, good. That's all 6 basics. Okay, we need to think about our factories now that we own. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is going to be a 10 for mountain cheese. I'm going to run it up to 8. 8's good enough for now. And cheese fondue will actually be 5. 1 for each city. So let's run it up to, well, we can't. We can run it up to here right now. And we're going to put liquor in there. I guess so. We'll put liquor in Geneva. liquor in Geneva. And we might as well make it a 5 while we're here, or a 4, or whatever we can do. A level 3 producing 4 will be fine. Oh, it's pears it needs. It's pears and sugar. So what we're going to do with that is make a kind of a special line. Okay, we'll come in like this, and we will build a line like that and put some Jan Janssens on it. Okay, and we're going to make sure that this other line is set to run out of 1. It should be, but it may not be. It is. Good. And we're going to build a new line that runs full out of track 2 and goes into Geneva Freight. In 7 days. That means it could hit a demand of about 8, so that's plenty. Okay. And then pears, we'll do the same thing with pears. We'll go up here to the pears, and we'll say, okay, we're going to build another. Let's build a nice long shunt line, and come on up here and in like so. And then we will set our signals, do some Jan Janssens in case we need them. These guys really should be coming out of track 1. I'm pretty sure they are. That one is. That one is. Okay, good. So now out of track 2, running full, you're going to go, and we're going to add some track, but you're going to go down here, and you're going to run full with freight. All right, and we're going to ignore the length of time it runs, and for now, because we're going to have to put some track like this that allows it to just come out and make the turn down to Geneva. And once we put that in, and look for short block, that's probably a short block. Let's reset that track right there. And this could be a short block. Let's reset that track right there. Okay, now we can look at that line, and it's 20 days. Now 20 days would be could do a demand of a little better than 2, and we're probably wanting more than that already, aren't we? Yeah, we're wanting 4. We're going to need at least 2 trains on this, and in fact, we'll just go ahead and put 3 on. There we go. So some serious pairs running. Now, we've got Lausanne going to Igel, and we do need Lausanne going. Yes, we do need a line that goes Lausanne to. I just got through killing them, but we do need a line from Lausanne to Geneva. But I think what we need to do with it is say, okay, you're a freight line, but you don't carry raw materials. You just carry whatever's manufactured. In fact, that'd be the best way to set these up, is just turn off the freight for these they're kind of like skipping lines, right? They're skipping, meaning they're skipping over the closest station to go to another station. So we could just run like one train on that, like that. And it'll take meat down there. Fine. Okay. Then, okay, we got this, we got this. We got this, we got this. So Lausanne's good. Now, Geneva has this and this, but Geneva is not going to Vivi. And Geneva has beer. So we need to make a skip line for Geneva that goes to Vivi up to its freight. We need to make it a freight line, but we also need to tell it no, 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 no. Just if you manufacture something, that's fine. Coming back, same thing. Don't mess with this. This has its own infrastructure, its own rhythm it needs to adhere to. Actually, this is great, and the way we're doing this, as we add a new industry, we won't have to worry about changing the line. It'll already be set to not carry the raw materials. Okay? Yeah. Okay, I think I like this. Okay. Okay, it says it can't do anything right now, and that just makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and set one that also will not be able to do anything from Geneva to Eigel. And it's going to be a freight line, and it's going to be no, 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 no. And then it's going to be sorry, none of the above. Go. And it'll just kind of run for now. So we don't have anything going neon or neon, whatever we're calling it, neon, that sounds good. Neon to Vivi. So let's do that. Neon to Vivi. Again, a freight line and a bunch of no's. And over here, a bunch of no's, and this will be I'm not doing anything right now because I'm worthless. And let's go with one from Neon to Eigel. And okay, and yep, sure enough, I can't do anything, and we know that. And I think that's it. I think we've got this one to everybody, this one to everybody, this one to everybody. This one goes to this one, and that's it. Okay, good. That's all the special city-to-city lines we need. And our other city-to-city lines will be carrying manufactured goods directly plus the raw materials, and we've already accounted for that, calculated for it, hopefully. Now we'll have to figure out what to do with salt. Salt, we may have to do 6 trains kind of thing. Well, we got two sources. We got it up here in the mountains, and we got it down here. So maybe we'll send one down here to 3 places, and this one up here to 2 places, or something like that. Okay. Is that it? I mean, have we normalized everything? I don't think so. Well, I know we haven't. We haven't gotten, and I'm doing a little bit of set it and forget it, which isn't. Look at this. We got so much track in here. Oh no, there is a city. Start to say we don't even have a city, but there it is. Now textiles are special because they are 1 per city, 5 plus 1 per city for the clothing, which would be 10. So it needs to produce 10. And it can't yet. We can't even bump it up yet. Okay. And the clothing, same problem. We won't be able to bump it up. And over here, same problem. We can't do the fondue yet. So the only other one we could, I think we already did the distillery, didn't we? Yeah, we did the distillery. We don't own the brewery, we're happy to say, and it should be leveling up pretty soon, I would think. Okay, look at this. Double, 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 single here. 150. What are you? Small breakdown, that's okay. And what's this? Go. All right, we've got trains that should be running full and they aren't. You should be running full, absolutely. Stop that just running around doing nothing. How are we looking on delays? 4%, that's pretty good. Research, I just saw a growth. That's probably, I think we're going to hold off for, well, what's that? Oh, let's reduce our running costs. I'm all for that. That works. This one just hit 60,000, I think. Yep. We had a quarter. I mean, we gained ground. And did we make any big investments? Some track, some locomotives, some buildings. Yeah, we had a quarter. That's all you can say. A quarter passed. What are you? Small breakdown, that's okay. Now, what are you guys waiting on? That's suspicious. Now we have signals. This is a short block, though. I don't like that. I just reset one of those trains. Don't like short blocks at all. They're not good. All right, this actually seems to be behaving. I don't know really right now what else to do with it. Kind of watch the growth, and as these give us growth symbols, we'll upgrade. Like here, we could, if we wanted to, we could take the mountain cheese. But we've got it at 8, and it's already not getting what it needs. Milk, yeah, see, we don't have enough milk. And we may never have enough milk. He's still at level 1. How could he be at level 1? You buy it. Okay. The milk we actually need is 10 plus 10. We need it to be at producing 20, which it won't do. But we can get it up. Well, I'll take that back. I apologize. It absolutely will. We're going to bump it up a bunch and get these trains running. Beautiful. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. Expensive, but helpful. Blackmail, forget it.
You. The blackmailer tried to turn their threat into reality, but was caught in time by your security personnel.
Okay, now, these guys here, he's still at level 1. I'm suspicious about veggies now. I don't think we're getting enough. 0, 0, 0, yeah. We want to be 10. We want him to be a 10. Ugh, we're going to buy him for a fortune. Probably should have just made a habit of buying them as we went. We want a 10 production, which is way up there. We'll get it up to there now, which should be good for our current needs. Let's get these trains rolling out of here faster. All right, good. Now we're making all kinds of cheese. I'm hoping I'm hoping that we're seeing all kinds of cheese fondue production. Not really. Level 2, that's as high as we can go, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, what? Must have a, yeah. This line has the wrong train. This should have that on it. Okay. Clearing near Neon. Do I want to buy that? Yeah. Do I? Too late now. Okay. We bought this, so we're going to add it to the system. I mean, the thing, I love having these really organized systems. The problem with having them is you kind of, what are you going to do? I think we can go back and play with the other one a little bit. That'll be our next thing to do, I believe. Uh-oh, I put that in a bad spot. I even had the right view looking at it and still put it in a bad spot. Let's put it up here, I think. And maybe we can get something that would make it cheaper. Maintenance time, I want that. Revenue from mail, I want that. Let's go with that maintenance time for electric trains. Okay. Now we got a fall. Fall is fast. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I had a little technical issue, but all is well. Let's go back here to what we were doing. We're trying to fall off the mountain as fast as we can. Wow. Where in the world are we going to end up? I think we're going to end up, which is fine by me, we're going to end up loading it straight into Lausanne, which is our biggest city. So I kind of have no problem with this. It's a little weird, but it kind of works. Let's pull you off that. Let's pull you off that. That doesn't work. Okay, let's close that back up. And, shoot. I think we'll just accept that right there. And we'll accept that right there. And we'll come into that line and we'll just go straight into Lausanne. And we'll just kind of almost treat it like a bonus. We have wood coming into our biggest city. That's not a bad thing. And run a train of wood down there to Lausanne. And it doesn't need any right now. Okay. Breakdown maintenance. Now that we cannot have. Which one are you? Oh. Oh. That's a freight line. You need a maintenance station. All right, let's think about wrapping up this episode. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we're doing great. We're at 194. It's September of 21, our second year. 20, 21, 22, 23. You got 3.5 years to make this. All right, we're doing fairly well on it. We got these done pretty quickly. So I think we're doing okay. Nothing spectacular, but I really do like I like this. It's one we haven't done yet. And it seems to be working quite nicely, as a matter of fact. Would rather have double-digit growth, of course, and all that cheese. Well, we of course intentionally pumped up the size of it, and look at this. We're still growing over here a little bit, and we got some bad industries. There's all kinds of things we can do over here. We're still getting the no freight, but that's okay. That's just because some of these, we went ahead to set them up, but some of these cities just will not accept the freight that we need. I think dried meat, I think it is going to end up here with salt and meat in Lausanne. That'll be its third city. I think we can see that coming. And again, we're doing okay. Let's wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope some of that 9 is 5 is 6 is 12. Now we need 11. I hope some of that gibberish made sense to you. I think if you watch the optimization videos, you have a better chance of it making sense for you. Maybe not a perfect chance, but as I said, sometimes I confuse myself doing it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm certainly enjoying playing it. I hope you saw something that will help make you a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I hope you'll join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.